Fibangnia. Please consider subscribing to this YouTube channel if you are new to this channel, so that you can be updated all the opportunities which are available. Let's first of all start with, in case if you want to start investing and want to make money, just find a single family property in a good neighborhood and buy it. The second step is to get a tenant and rent the property out. Let's assume that the property is, you are renting the property out for $1,000 or £1,000 or €1,000, depending the currency or depending where you are. Now, after renting the property, there are some challenges like expenses that you are going to spend money on. That's property tax, insurance tax, and then definitely the service and maintenance charges that you are going to pay at the end of every month. But looking at things, if I do the mathematics, definitely you are not going to spend more than 50% of the amount received. That's the $1,000 amount that you've rented out. So you are going to spend, let's take it that you are going to spend about $500 or the currency that you are using, which means you will still have a $500 remain, which will be used, which will be as a cash flow to you, free money. Try to replicate the same process 4 times. It means you get a property, you buy it, rent it out, and then spend half of the money for the maintenance, and then half you use the half as a cash flow. And if you happen to replicate the same process 4 times, it means every month you are going to make around $2,000, £2,000, or in euros, that's 2,000 euros, depending, as I said earlier, depending the currency that you are using. And if you replicate it 10 times, then you should be making around 5,000 every month as a cash flow. And if you continue this process, then you don't need to work again. You'll be getting a free cash flow. And then we go to the second investment opportunity. The second investment opportunity is in case you don't have the capital to invest and you don't have the money even to pay for a deposit, then this opportunity is available for you. You can equally start investing in real estate without money. This is the way that you are going to start it. Find a single property in a good neighborhood. First of all, find a responsible tenant. That's responsible. That's a person who is working, who is having a monthly income that can pay the rent, and then rent the property that you've just rented from a landlord or agency. You rent it to the person. Make sure that the property you've rented is that's in a positive income, a positive cash flow. When I say positive cash flow, it means something that you can rent it out, and the money that you are going to pay to the landlord or the agency is far lesser than the total amount that you are going to rent it out to the tenant. So let's assume that you have a property which you've rented a property for a landlord or agency, $600 or euros or pounds per month, and you happen in a good neighborhood and you happen to find a tenant and rent it out to the tenant $1,000 or euros. It means every month you will be left with $400 $400 which will be as cash flow. Yes, definitely there will be an expenses on the building, like service and maintenance charges, which will not cost more than 50% of the $400 that are left over after paying the rent. It means you are guaranteed of getting $200 every month as a cash flow. The same process, you need to replicate the same process with different properties, 4 properties, 5 properties. And if you happen to get 5 properties, it means replicating the same process. It means every month you get 1,000, which is what? A cash flow. And you need to replicate the same process on different property, depending the amount that you want to raise, where can lead you to what? To be free from, or you don't need to work again to get it, to be getting money, and you can have your free vacation without any headache. Then we go to the last opportunity which is available, which is the third opportunity, is you need to go into the stock market, the stock exchange, the stock market, find a company which pay a dividend at the end. Maybe it could be monthly, it could be every 3 months, quarterly, it could be a yearly. But the company, a stable company which will be paying a dividend. And then dividend, I'll try to do, if we check through my links, there's a video that I've just explained about what is dividend. Dividend is when you buy a company share, and then the company will, the money that the company will be giving to the investors or the shareholders, depending on the agreement that's signed. That one is called dividend, but you can just go into the link and then you can read through how I define the dividend, which is very clear. So some companies pay dividends, some company doesn't pay. Some pay on monthly basis, some pay quarterly, and some pay yearly. So as soon as you get a company, then what you are going to do is what? Buy a share. It doesn't matter if you have one share, you have 2 shares, you have 3 shares, it's equal. The policy or the rules apply is equally the same. The moment, let's take it that you buy a share from Amazon.